want some sauce?
Scene 1, Apple, take 1.
What's up, everybody? How's it going out there? When I was growing up, I grew up pretty damn poor, and wasn't a whole lot of money to go around. And if there's one thing to be said about poor people, and that is generally they also have big families, right? It seems like the broker you are, the more likely it is you have multiple sisters and multiple brothers. There were many a times that my grandmother would end up having myself, my older brother, and my older sister over and to stay the weekend, and she would cook for herself, my uncle, and us, and many times other people. My aunt might come by, or my great uncle might end up coming by, or even my mother might be there. You know, when she cooked, she always expected there to be more people there, and there would always be leftovers. And in this video, I'm going to show you how my grandmother made tacos. The amount of tacos I will be able to make is going to easily be enough to feed probably, I would say, at least 6-7 people. And these are grown people. These are not children. These are grown people. And I had gone out and I had purchased everything that I need, and everything came to $18. Okay? Now, about $2.50 of that I need to take off because it has nothing to do with this meal. I just bought some other ingredients for something else. Okay? So reality, we're dealing with really close to about $15, $16 here. And then if you have a smaller family and you don't have to buy as much, it can even get cheaper. Okay? So let's go ahead and get started. What we're going to do is we're going to use some yellow corn tortillas. But what you want to do is just get the cheapest tortillas you can find. Okay? And these particular ones, they were cheap. Right? So we're going to get some of these dudes. And sometimes they're not very pliable. So if you end up doing this, they'll break. And if that's the case, just throw these in the microwave for about 30 seconds and they'll end up becoming a little bit more pliable. And I'm going to do that just for safety. During the time that we are making these tacos, I have a pan on the stove and it is heating up. It's got oil in it, okay? And I only have enough oil in there to basically submerge my tacos. Okay, so you don't really have to use too much. As long as it covers at least half the taco, you're good because you can just flip it. So I have microwaved these. You see how they become much more pliable? That's what we're looking for. Okay. And I have some ground beef here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take the ground beef. I'm going to put it basically right here like this. Take it all the way out to the outside edge. Okay. This is going to shrink. Okay. And this is 80-20, but you can use any type that you can get a hold of. But that's how much we're putting on there. We're going to take some salt. We're going to salt those dudes. And you're also going to end up salting these after we're done frying them. If you want to put black pepper, you can. I personally can't have black pepper. See? At this point, we take the taco, and we fold it in half just like that. We have one that is done. We can put this to the side somewhere. These will want to open up on you when you first put them in. They're going to want to open up. So this is the reason why you have your taco turners. And you set it in like this and you kind of hold it so that way it doesn't open up. But after the tortilla sets a little bit, it'll start kind of holding its shape. Okay? And it'll keep the meat in there. And you just kind of flip it back and forth, just kind of like how I'm doing right here, where it's just like you hold it for a little bit. And because the meat is thin, it really doesn't take very long for it to cook. And at that point, I could probably release it and then just let it do whatever frying it needs to end up doing. And this one, for the most part, is done. Okay. And as soon as it comes out, throw some salt on it. Okay. You always want to drain it like this. And we can put the next one in. Yeah, but you definitely need to hold them, because if you don't hold these, they just open right up and then the meat falls out. Okay guys, so in just that time, I was able to make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 tacos, okay? Now, that was all in about 20 minutes, and that was me talking during it and all that other stuff. And this is me doing everything by my onesies. This is what's great. I've made 9 tacos. How much do you think I've spent? Okay, just on what we see here. Okay, look at how much meat I still have left over. I've only used this portion right here, but I still have all of this, okay? And I was able to get this stuff for like $7, okay? So if that's $7, this right here and over is $3.50, this over is $3.50, so I used about $2 worth of meat, okay? $2 worth of meat. This is how many tortillas I still have left, okay? So we're doing good. We are doing good, man. And then now we end up putting the condiments on. And my grandmother generally would only have 3 things out. Some cut up tomatoes, okay, some iceberg lettuce, and cheese. Once again, if you have an onion, you could cut it up real small and let people put onion on there. But what she would do is she would grate the cheese to the side, and it was kind of like on a bowl or on a plate, kind of like I'm doing here. And it was like buffet style. You come and you put as much cheese on as you want, or whatever. The cheese that I'm using here I got for $1.50. Now, to save money, what I did is I just ended up buying some pre-diced tomatoes. And I'm just going to pour the juice out. And as far as the iceberg lettuce, I didn't feel like getting ahead of it. So I just bought some that was pre-shredded. If you buy ahead of it, you can get it even cheaper. Okay, but I only spent like $1.60 on this. Okay, spent about 80 cents I think on the tomatoes. You can cook these longer to make them crispier. Also, you can increase the temperature of the whatever the hell you call that, the fire, to do the same. Okay, so we'll take some cheese, throw it inside there, and you see there's not a lot of room in these tacos, so it's really hard to load up on cheese, you know, which is smart. That right there is maybe 25 cents worth of cheese, okay. A little bit of lettuce. Or maybe a lot of lettuce. A little bit of tomato. And that's generally all that she would put on there, okay? I'm a sour cream fan, so I'm cheating. You know, it'd be really good on these is olives. Olives would be really good. So I'm trying to figure out right about how much it would cost to feed one person. Okay, with exactly what I made here, 3 tacos. And I'm honestly leaning towards maybe $1.75. $1.75 or something like that. Okay? Because I have enough meat and I have enough tortillas to easily feed like 8 people. I got tons. And you can see plenty of meat inside there. You don't feel like you're cheated. But that is that, guys. And that's how my grandmother was able to feed a lot of people for a very little amount of money. Now, I'm about 220 pounds. And eating those 3 tacos, I can tell if I wait 5 minutes and let some of that digest, I'm not going to be hungry. But I'm not wanting to waste any of this stuff, so I'm going to end up making another taco and just throwing this all inside it. But if this right here can feed me and I don't feel like I've been cheated out of food or nutrition or anything like that, and it was less than like $1.50, $2, I'd have to do the math to figure everything out. You can't go wrong. It's quite incredible, isn't it? But anyway, guys, that is that. This is my grandma's thing. I just remember her making these all the time. My sister still does it. My mom does it sometimes. I know one of my cousins does it. And it's good. To me, it's comfort food, especially when you make the tortilla like really, really crispy, like you overcook it a little bit. that takes you back home. But at the same time, unless this is draining on some paper bags, it just ain't the same. But anyway, guys, if you like this video, make sure you click like, make sure you hit subscribe. And I got a lot more cooking videos out there if you like this type of stuff. But anyway, guys, that is that. And until next time, talk to you later.